Well, here I am on the Whitby again. I've been doing more ceiling mould. I suppose I'll just show you. Kitchen area is a little bit messy again because I've been throwing rubbish there. As you remember, I did the ceiling in the first part. Came up pretty good. That was a big contrast. Now I have done all the rest through here in the saloon. Now the mould in here was far worse than the other parts of the boat, and even though I've cleaned these areas, you can see there's still mould spots. Alright, but that's been scrubbed, and I was using Tilex mould and mildew remover to do all of it. Now obviously it's a vast improvement over what we had before, but it's not satisfactory. I want all mould spots gone, and I thought maybe it's to do with the paint, because if you'll notice there is some yellow discoloration here. That's where the paint, that's the actual original underneath. The white is been painted over this boat, over the interior of the ceiling, and I'm thinking we may have to repaint it. And this yellowy stuff would be the gel coat, and it hasn't been prepped. I can feel it. It's still shiny smooth, so they just painted straight over the gel coat without prepping it first. Now you can get away with not using primer as long as the surface that you're painting is roughed up, but that's not rough enough at all, and the gel coat's too hard and polishes too easily even when you're trying to rough it up. For it to have paint to stick to it directly, you really actually have to be quite aggressive with it with a rough piece of sandpaper. I would suggest 220, something like that. Anyway, that's for YouTube watchers who are looking at this and want some ideas. I use that, I tell you these because I've worked on doing cars, classic cars and muscle cars for 30 years, and doing bodywork, priming, prepping, painting, touch-ups, all sorts of stuff. And you do learn a bit of experience which crosses over into different things that you paint. I mean, there is pretty much a standard to all that sort of thing. Now what I did was, because I wasn't getting this mold off, I had a bottle of Clorox there, and what I did was I did this section of ceiling here after I had used the Tilex mold and mildew remover. And you'll notice, apart from the dimpling, there is no mold. None at all, and this was just as bad as the other areas there. So the Clorox bleach actually does a better job. So that tells me I'm going to have to go over the entire ceiling in the saloon again and the sides to get rid of the last of the mold. There may be a better product out there if anybody wants to make some suggestions. Don't be scared to comment. I'm always open to new products and new ideas. I'm not some old fuddy-duddy who says, oh, you got to use what's tried and true and never try anything new. You never try anything new, you never get anywhere in your life. At least any further than what you already are. All right. I think, and for Vic, I've been looking in my storage areas, and I looked in this cupboard here. I can find the lock. It's a bit dark in there. Hang on, let me find the light. What did I do? Oh yes, the light. It was by my feet. This is one of the hanging closets for the V-berth. If you have a look in here, there's a big storage area in the back there. I'd say at the widest, at the back edge, it's about 4 feet deep, to the front, which is about 3.5 feet deep, which is full of stuff right now. A lot of candled stuff for some reason, which I found curious. They must have burned a lot of candles in this boat by the previous owner. I'm not sure what's in here. I wonder what that is. tin plates, disposable plates, alfoil, aluminum, call it what you will. There's another shelf there. As you can see, there's plenty of storage there in the actual cupboard itself where you hang your clothes. And then there's a storage area down there as well. So yeah, and that's just one. You've got another one. Close that one up. Behind this door as well, you have two in the aft berth and in the V berth. Now this V berth one is actually a lot smaller than the aft berth storage, but it too also has two shelves on the inside, as you can see. Yep, there's a bit of mold in there too. That all has to be cleaned out. So yeah, I don't know what that hole is there for. Oh look, there's a through hole fitting there, and it's blocked off. I wonder what they used to use that for. That's something worth looking into. I'll have to find out. So yeah, there's another closet there. Two closets for the V berth, two closets for the aft berth, and of course you've got all the storage through the sides here. We have looked at these before, but you didn't get to see how deep they are because it's full of linen and clothes, and all of it has to be pulled out. Hang on, I'm going to stick my hand all the way to the back. There we go. It goes right up to my elbow. So that's pretty deep. So a lot of storage. There's 3 cabinets there and 3 cabinets on the other side. One of the big things you find about being on boats is having enough storage space. And I know you, honey, Vic, have told me you're concerned about storage space. This V berth has all that storage plus storage underneath the mattresses itself. I'm not going to open that up right now. It's a fair bit of work. We've got 2 doors into the forward head. Now the main saloon has got even more storage, a lot more storage. And you ought to remember that in one of the earlier videos. I went through here. Again, that's pretty deep. Put my arm in, down to the back. Oh, right down the back. Again, it goes to my elbow. That's how deep that storage is. So that's not bad. And then you've got, this is the liquor cabinet. You've got drawers there behind these cushions. Drawers. Oh, sorry, there you go. Drawers there, there, and there. And below there as well, there's another set of drawers there and another bigger storage area underneath there. And obviously underneath there's bedding. That whole area there from one side to the other is one big open area full of storage. And then you have storage there underneath this side, 3 drawers on that side, and then you've got storage obviously in those 2 drawers there. One is open. I was putting stuff in there. So you got 2 drawers there, well, 1 flap door and 1 drawer. Got that area there which had a shelf in it, but the shelf is missing. So we'd easily put another shelf in there. The shelf might be around. I keep discovering stuff in here. More storage in there as well. Behind these cushions, more storage, and on it goes. I did find this in my little travels. Let's see if I can get this open without using one hand. Oh yeah, there we go. Look at that. How's that nice for a little mini hand blender, hand mixer. So that's cool. I hadn't seen that before. I just discovered another storage area and found that in there. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, what else can I show you? That's about it for now. That's what I've been doing, cleaning. And as you can see, now we're in the saloon. And while there's a bit of a mess laying around, just cleaning that ceiling, so it actually looks white again, has made a vast improvement to the interior of this boat. And I'm still, in the early stages. I'll have to re-go over this again, get these last little spots. I'm going to leave it for now because I can focus on doing some of the major stuff. Major stuff being all these portholes. These portholes are pretty bad. Not only are they corroding on the outside, most of them are cracked. 8 of the 12 are cracked or fully broken. And a lot of them have got broken glass in them. There's a crack in that one. Some of them are shattered. And they're just, the rubbers in them on the back I found that seal against the frame when you tighten these up to stop water coming in. The rubber themselves has gone rock hard, so it's not sealing anymore. It's not able to adapt to the shape. So this is where a lot of the water ingress has been happening and making the interior of the boat damp. And that's why I've put plastic over the outside. Try and mitigate that dampness and get this boat dried out. What else can I tell you? That's about it for now. I'll keep you up to date, obviously. Every time I'm down here and I find that I've done something worth filming, I will film some more, upload it again and then one day when I've got like 100 videos, I may condense some and edit them and produce a much more watchable video. So try and sub-catalog them into the 2 different boats that I have. So one for the Irwin, one for the Whitby, and maybe another subcategory for the work I do in the boat yards around North Carolina. Alrighty, I'm going to sign off now. Take care and have fun. Bye-bye.